we will move to joint plot. Let's say you want to understand the relationship between two different columns. For this data set, we want to know what is the relationship of this tip with the total bill column. So to compare the two data together, we have something called joint plot, which is used for bivariate data, that is to compare two variables or two numerical columns from a data frame. So let's plot this quickly. We'll pass in our data, which is tips. Then we'll pass in the column which we want on the x-axis. So let's say on the x-axis we want total bill column, and then on the y-axis we want the tips column. So let's plot this. Okay, so this column name is tip, not tips. So here, as you can see in the joint plot, in the middle we have this x versus y data, that is total bill versus tip, and this by default has scatter plots. And then for both data set, for total bill, it will plot a histogram here, so we can look at the distribution of that data. As you can see, most of the bills were between $10 and $20, and then the count of the bills went lower as we moved up in the dollar amount. And then we have a histogram for tip as well. We can look at the distribution of that data as well. Most of the tips were between $2 and $4, and there's very little tip in the higher amounts. But here, most importantly, by using this scatter plot, we can see there is a rough relationship between total bill and tip. As the total bill goes up, the amount of tip goes up as well.